Just into our newsroom, first look at the suspect accused of attacking that elderly Asian man in Oakland within the last hour. Law enforcement sources confirming to KPIX5 the suspect is this man, Tiante Bailey. This is his mugshot from when he was arrested last year after an armed robbery and a police pursuit on the Bay Bridge. KPIX5's Katie Nielsen has more from Oakland.
Oakland police have not released any additional information about that suspect, but a law enforcement source tells me the person who was arrested is a 26-year-old man from Oakland with a long and extensive criminal history. In fact, he was on probation for a similar style attack and robbery that happened last June. Representatives with Oakland's Chinatown community say a state Senate bill working its way through the legislature right now could make these types of attacks even more common.
After they are committing the first one, they may keep coming back to it over and over again until when they seriously committing crime that will hurt people badly or someone may die.
Carl Chan, president of Oakland's Chinatown Chamber of Commerce, is talking about SB 82, a bill introduced by State Senator Nancy Skinner, who represents the Oakland area. It would only allow charges of petty theft in a case of a robbery where no one is injured and no weapons are used. Chinatown representatives worry it could lead to an increase in crimes of opportunity against the elderly.
We need to consider how this law would affect the people, whether they're committing crime, and especially those victims.
State Senator Skinner released a statement in response saying SB 82 would not lessen penalties that should appropriately be charged against perpetrators who commit violent incidents, such as the one that happened yesterday. The purpose is to clarify state law so that non-violent cases of theft are not charged as violent felonies. Chan says the Chinese community is still reeling from yesterday's attacks and say the victims' daughters are heartbroken.
As a family would never expect anything would happen, to the father.
Carl Chan, president of Oakland Chinatown Chamber of Commerce, says he's been in contact with the 75-year-old victim's family, his 3 daughters who live back east. They told him their mother died a few years ago, and ever since then, their father has been living alone in an apartment in the same block where the attack happened. An attack that caused injuries so severe, doctors have declared him brain dead.
The victim is not responsive. I think they have very much a serious decision to be made tonight.
One of the victim's daughters is already here in the Bay Area. The other 2 daughters are flying in today. They will all have to make the heart-wrenching decision of whether to take their father off of life support. In Oakland, Katie Nielsen, KPIX5.